William Pender.
Here.
Charles Sawtell.
Here.
Jeb Stewart.
Yep.
George Custer.
Here.
George Pickett.
Here.
Robert Holliday.
Here.
James Longstreet.
Here.
Carl Rader.
Here.
Philip Sheridan.
Here.
John Hood.
Hey, Jeff. Take a look at this saddle sore. You think that's serious enough to report?
I don't know, George, but I'm certainly going to report mine.
You boys can have the cavalry. Me, I'm going to apply for the infantry. Tired of playing housemaid to a temperamental mare.
That's the first good news your horse has ever heard. Go on, Gertrude, kiss him.
Stand still, you devil.
Steady, boy.
You weren't so hard-headed you wouldn't hurt your mouth.
I told you before we started you had that curb chain on too tight. It's not the first time you've cut his tongue.
You ever try putting a curb on your tongue?
No, nobody else ever tried it.
I suppose it takes one of you Southerners to handle a horse.
Well, at least we know how to harness him.
You know how to harness Negroes down south, too, I hear. With a strap across their back.
Come on.
When are you going to take a punch at him?
Too close to graduation. Besides, if I've waited 4 years, I guess I can wait another week.
The breaking up of the American Union, as it now exists, is the basis of my plan. And that destruction must be made upon the issue of Negro slavery and on no other. The Union must then be reorganized on the great principle of emancipation. This object is vast in its compass, terrifying in its prospects, but sublime and beautiful in its issue. A life devoted to it would be nobly spent or sacrificed. If the federal government and its constitution are opposed to my way of thinking, the fault is not mine, but theirs. And I shall continue to oppose them with every means and every weapon at my disposal.
Who wrote that inflammatory rot?
A wise man by the name of John Brown.
Where'd you get it?
That's my business. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it.
You meant it for me, didn't you?
Take it any way you like.
Sure he meant it for you. He tried that abolition stuff on me till he found out I came from Kansas.
Never mind, Bob. Come on, Jeb. Let's turn in. There's no regulation against a cadet having his own ideas. But there is one against spreading treasonable policies.
You find the truth hard to take.
Listen, Rader. I know the truth of this problem far better than you do. The South will settle it in its own time and in its own way. But not through the propaganda of renegades like this John Brown or any of his followers.
You mean that renegade line to include me?
Look up your oath of allegiance and answer that for yourself.
I'll answer that right here and now. I've taken a lot from you Southern snobs. For 50 years now, you've been watering your precious family trees with the sweat of Negro slaves, piling up wealth and snobbery until now you think you own the government and the army. And anybody who disagrees with you is a lying renegade, a rabble-rousing traitor. Well, you get this from me, Stewart, and all you other Mason-Dixon plutocrats. The time is coming when the rest of us are going to wipe you and your kind off the face of the earth.
Don't be a fool. Oh, let them point it out. Hold it, Raider.
I've been aware that a disturbing force has been active among the regiment of cadets. The exact nature of this subversive campaign and the persons responsible for it have not been fully known to us until this moment. Stewart, by every rule of the Academy, you should be discharged from the service. And your associates are no less guilty for their part in this outrageous affair.
Colonel Lee, any blame in this matter is entirely upon me. my sole responsibility, sir.
That's not quite true, sir. It was my fault.
We're all equally responsible, sir.
That's right, sir.
That's right, sir.
If I believed that you were guilty alone, Stewart, I should have sent for you alone. As for you, Custer, and the rest of you, you must be taught that lying to protect a friend is sometimes an extremely dangerous practice. I'm not so greatly concerned about the fight itself as I am about its cause. All 7 of you men violated the first sin of military conduct, the traffic and violent exchange of political ideas, which are not the affairs of an American soldier. You must be punished, and punished severely. I shall request of the War Department upon your graduation next week that all of you be assigned to the most dangerous branch of the United States Army. The 2nd United States Cavalry, now stationed at Fort Leavenworth in the Kansas Territory. That's all, gentlemen. You're dismissed. Now send for Cadet Raider.
How can you beat that? Fort Leavenworth, suicide station.
Kansas and the Santa Fe Trail. What a piece of luck.
That's it, and the cavalry, active duty, promotion. Why, we'll all be generals while the rest of these fellas are still shaved.
Oh, that's desolate country, Jeff. Nothing grows in Kansas but trouble.
What are you talking about? I grew up out there, didn't I?
I suppose he's not.
Oh, yeah, wait till I get you boys out there. Man alive, that's my stamping ground. Well,
These pamphlets were found in your quarters. Dozens of them. Together with a letter written by a member of the Abolitionist Party, instructing you to distribute them among those cadets who appeared to be sympathetic to their cause. How long has this undercover activity of yours been going on?
Long enough.
Very clever idea of your fellow conspirators to plant an agent in our midst. Your dishonorable discharge will be drawn up at once, and you'll be given until sundown to remove yourself and your personal belongings from the limits of West Point.
Good. You can tell Mr. Stewart from me that he'd be smart to stay in the Army, right in the middle of it from now on.
Cadet William Pugh, Ohio. Cadet Martin Evans, Ohio. Cadet Armour Marlowe, New Jersey. Cadet George Custer, Ohio. Cadet James Longstreet, South Carolina. Cadet Philip Sheridan, New York. Cadet J.E.B. Stewart, Virginia. Cadet John Hood, Kentucky. Cadet Robert Holliday, Kansas Territory. Cadet Jason Wood, Virginia. Cadet George Pickett, Virginia.
My sister Kit. Thought 2 years in Boston would make a lady out of you.
So did I. It just popped out.
Cadet William Keel, Ohio. Cadet Robert Davis, New Jersey.
It is now my great honor and privilege to introduce the Secretary of War of the United States of America, the Honorable Jefferson Davis.
Officers and gentlemen of the class of 1854, their welcome guests and their very proud families, I'll not keep you separated very long, as I myself once sat in your place and endured an interminable address by a very tiresome general. But as a Secretary of War of this nation, I have a serious obligation towards each new officer of the Army before he enters into active service. And that obligation is to make clear and definite his responsibility to his government. We are a new nation among the powers of the world. Just 80 years ago, we were fighting desperately for our freedom, and we're still fighting to keep it. We are not yet a wealthy nation, except in spirit. And that unity of spirit is our greatest strength. You men have but one duty, one alone, America. With your unswerving loyalty and the grace of God, our nation shall have no fears for the future, and your lives will have been spent in the noblest of all causes, the defense of the rights of man.